What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Nab and Roe Show. I'm here with my compatriot and partner in crime, Roe. Say hi, Roe.
Hi, kids.
And welcome back to this week's podcast.
Woohoo! We survived another week.
Another week down, into the next. We're in November. You know what November means, Roe? You know what that means?
Thanksgiving, pumpkin pie.
Come on, what's the most important thing in November?
Oh, your birthday!
Yay, my birthday! Yeah, so yeah, I claim the entire month of November. Thank you, Scorpio, all that jazz. That's right. But no, all serious. Well, all serious aside.
All serious.
Joking aside.
Oh no!
Right? Yeah, very excited. So tell me, what did you do? What did you do last week? What was the big highlights of your week?
What did I do last week? Let's see. Pretty uneventful again. You know, not a lot of things are open. Still kind of keeping it close to home. What did I do? I got our good friend Max from Canada. He was on our podcast a few months ago, I think.
Yeah.
He was our Canadian friend. I got him into playing the zombie game, and he is loving it. So that's been fun. But yeah, other than that, pretty low key, business as usual, stuff around the house, errands, you know,
all the stuff,
all that stuff. Yeah,
all the stuff. Yeah. For me, Stephanie was actually out of the house this weekend, so I got to do a lot of fun with the boys. Yeah. So I took them out to Loveland Castle. I actually up in Waynesville. They have a rodeo. It's a smaller thing. It's nothing big, but I actually took the boys. We went to the rodeo, and they had an absolute blast. I mean, you saw.
Oh yeah, I got the picture.
Yeah,
cute little cowboys.
Freaking so cute.
So adorable.
Well, I tell you, I took my new truck and I went up there, and all the cowboys up there were all admiring my big old truck. So I felt all excited about that. Like, yeah, I got a nice truck. It's really, whatever. It was a lot of fun.
It's really just a boat puller for a boat that I don't own.
Well, what did we talk about? Goodness gracious. Anyhow, hey, I feel like my truck could pull a truck pulling a boat. I'm just saying.
You think?
I'm just going to go with that because it makes me feel good. So we're just going to go with that.
Okay.
But anywhoozle, that was fun. I had a good weekend. A lot of stuff and things. It was father and son's weekend, which was very good. Yeah.
Good.
So tell me, Ro, what are we going to be talking about this week?
We have a special guest on our show this week.
We do have a very special guest. Without further ado, I would like to introduce a good friend of ours, Chad Turner with Created House of Art and Design. How you doing, Chad?
I am great. How are you guys?
Oh, fantastic.
Good.
Fantastic.
Good.
Yeah.
Halfway through the week, so that's always a plus. Yeah.
Getting through the week. I'm telling you what, I loved the beginning of this week, the weekend. We were in the 70s. We had one day in the 80s. I loved it. I thought it was great.
I'm in cold weather season here.
Oh.
It got down to like 28 on Sunday as a low. We're kicking it in about the 40s or 50s, so you know it's cold here. Pacific Northwest.
Yeah,
Go us.
So Chad, just to let you know, so Ro lives way up northwest, so up in Oregon. She's way over there, and so her timing is a little bit different than ours here. So you want to tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, and we'll just start there.
I am originally from Cleveland, and then I slowly made my way down to Covington, Kentucky, and I went to art school. So I'm an artist by trade, and I went to school in Columbus College of Art and Design. I got a bachelor's degree of fine arts. I ran their graphic design department for a year, and then I moved down to Covington to help my sister out, and this is where I kind of started my art career, is Cincinnati, Covington area.
Right, absolutely, yeah. So what was your start into getting into your business here, the Creative House of Art and Design? What got you to do your own thing here?
Well, it sounds really silly. I was sitting in a coffee shop and I know, right? I sit in coffee shops all the time now.
Wrote on a napkin your ideas.
Yeah, I did actually. I have the napkins framed, and they're in our shop.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's so adorable.
So, it was really cool. I was a teacher for about 14 years, and then I was like, you know what? All I'm missing is a brick and mortar to run this myself. And then COVID came around, and within 3 days, all my schools let me go.
Oh my goodness!
Wow.
Because I was a traveling teacher,
Right.
and they were like, "Hey, we don't want you going to all these facilities and bringing anything to our school,"
Mm-hmm.
which I completely understand. You know, the safety of the kids comes first.
Right.
But then we had 7 schools without an art teacher, and that happened. It happened overnight.
Yeah.
So me as a teacher, I'm like, oh my gosh, I still want to teach my students. So I hopped onto YouTube and Facebook Live, and we started a YouTube channel, and I think our first video overnight had 6,000 views.
Wow. That's awesome.
That's really impressive. Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
And since then, our videos, we have reached over 300,000 views, and these are just like 2, 3, 4 minute videos.
Mhm.
Art, you know, we're doing projects for the family.
Yeah. Well, people were stuck at home, or still are stuck at home, and so they definitely needed activities to do, and what better way than YouTube channels, YouTube art.
Yeah, it was really fun because like all the kids in the area were like, oh, hey, we can still see Mr. Chad. But now we have students all the way out to California.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Like we
That's
do private
awesome.
lessons. Yeah, we do private lessons with them. And then people were like looking at our products, and it got us more like, I'd say more like TV time. Say, actually, we were on TV for our art classes. I forgot.
Huh.
Wow.
Yes, Cincinnati. The Good Morning News, or one of them, in one of the Cincinnati stations, like contacted us and had us on TV to do an art project from our studio at home.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a lot of fun, and then we got like asked by like 3 magazines to write an article about us, just because of how consistent we were with the projects and how we never repeated a project the whole time.
Right. Right.
So there's a couple questions before we keep going with that. You keep mentioning us. So who's the other person with your business?
Oh, it's my husband.
Okay. So you and your husband started a business together.
So my husband works for the Aronoff did work for the Aronoff as the project manager. And so he uses his business marketing expertise, and I use my creative skills and my like retail experience to start a business.
Right.
And so it's fun. We have the creative side and the business side together.
Yeah.
See, I find that so important. So I was a business guy too. You know, I was a business banker for years and years and years and years. And it is so good to hear that you are on the side, you do the creative stuff, you know, you're the teacher, you get in the nitty-gritty of things, and then your husband is there to go in the background and do the marketing for the company and help get your name out there and help with the business side. That's awesome. I love when I hear people with those types of combinations that have savvy on both sides. It's really exciting for me. It's a nerdy business thing. I love it. I think it's great.
No, it's exactly what every artist needs.
Yeah.
Because trust me, I went to school with artists, and some of them are a little crazy, and they just want to do art.
Yeah.
But you have to know the business side of it as well to be successful.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. Yeah. So you had mentioned some projects. Would you mind telling us a little bit about your past projects and any current projects you're working on?
Oh yeah, I've done a lot. It's been so much fun. Like over the last couple years, especially being able to work remotely now as well. In 2013, I actually designed the state Christmas tree for Kentucky with my students.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Oh, that's
So,
fun.
It was really cool. It was like the national tree ceremony where like the president goes to and the celebrities are all there.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
So it was really cool to see that.
Unlike the current 2020 Cincinnati Christmas tree that's kind of wafting in the wind by the fountain. Oh my god!
It's okay. It'll just be the Charlie Brown Christmas tree this year. It'll be just great.
It's gonna have lots of tinsel. It's yes, that the tree. I want to see how they fix it up.
Oh my goodness!
It could be a Christmas miracle.
You get some like camouflage duct tape and just kind of see what happens.
All the Michaels will be sold out of garland.
That's right.
There you go.
So sorry, continue with your projects.
No, it's okay. No, I see it's all over Facebook, so it's hilarious.
Yeah.
I would say my newest projects I've been working on, I've done about 6 or 7 contracts for Upper Deck, which is like a trading card company.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they all assigned me to all the Marvel projects.
That's so cool.
Oh, that is awesome. Yay.
It's pretty cool. Like, so my students are like, Mr. Chad, like, what do you draw? I was like, oh, I draw Spider-Man, Groot, Thor, Thanos. And they're like, what? You draw the Avengers? They think it's like the coolest thing since sliced bread.
That is awesome, though.
Absolutely.
It's pretty fun. Like, if you go to eBay, you can like type in my name and like people are selling my cards for like $80 to $90, and I'm like, I only got paid $3 for that.
You're like, I want some commission off of that, please.
Yeah.
Some royalties or something.
Right. It's pretty fun. It's like, so all the cards I draw for them are all one of a kind. So you actually get the card I drew on.
Oh wow. And they only sell it for $3?
Well, yeah, they pay me that, but then like, when you get them, it's like getting the holographic in a card pack. But
okay.
yeah, every time. So yeah, it's kind of like I think there's like 4 per box, and there's like 36 packs in a box. So it's like when you buy Pokemon cards, it's the shiny one.
Right,
okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
I buy lots of Pokemon cards.
Yeah. Who's your favorite Pokemon? Come on now.
I know. Well, my favorite one is probably Eevee, and I like it because of all the way it evolves, but I teach a Pokemon art class too.
Oh.
So
wow.
It's a lot of fun. It like tricks the kids into learning and teaching them the fundamentals through something they like.
That's very clever. I like that.
Right?
Yeah.
So we're going to be doing we're bringing that to our storefront, and we're actually going to, it's really cool because we're turning our store into a Pokemon gym once a month.
Oh, that's awesome. That is fantastic.
But overall, like, those are my favorite projects I've been working on. But I also run like other projects for the city as well too.
Okay.
So it's pretty fun. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So you do some classes, and all right now it's all online currently? You don't do any in-person, anything, social distancing in there, or how's that working with you right now?
Well, right now I am still working for a local school, and every Saturday they have classes. But we only have about 6 kids in a class, and everybody sits 6 feet apart. Sure. So those are in person. And when our store opens on December 1st, we will be hosting our classes start in January, with keeping COVID in mind if we are able to, and keeping everybody safe. We are we're very like following the guidelines to a T.
That's good. That's very good.
Yeah, definitely.
So you have the Pokemon class. Do you have any other type of interesting classes that you guys teach as well there?
Oh my gosh, we have. So I teach both adults and kids. Some classes that so our classes at the shop haven't started yet, but I'll tell you what we're going to offer. I'll give you this is like the 411 before anybody knows.
Ooh,
it was the 411.
First to know. Yeah, first to know.
Right. So we will have a Pokemon class. We will we'll have a character design class, because I have illustrated children's books. So I teach kids how to draw like their favorite like anime, or like Steven Universe, Ben 10. I pretty much know every cartoon. I call it research. But I teach the kids how to draw that stuff. So we will have a character design class.
That's awesome. I love that.
It's a lot of fun because it also teaches kids storytelling too. We'll be offering Photoshop and Illustrator for teens and adults.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Because I actually teach Photoshop and Illustrator at the Art Academy downtown.
feel like that's something I could make use of. I might borrow,
Right?
join for that class so I can fix my
Take some
editing
classes,
skills. Yeah.
classes or workshops. I mean, when it comes, people hate playing Pictionary with me. I'm a great guesser. Like everybody wants me on their team because I can get a picture in like 2 strokes. But when I have to draw, I'm lucky if I get the stick figure person like drawn correctly. I mean, it's pretty bad. I can draw hearts and stars, and that's about it.
That's okay. You know, I started with Stick People Wars.
Oh.
I do. I have notebooks and notebooks of Stick People Wars.
Oh, that is fantastic.
That's awesome.
It's like you take a flip book or you draw on like the corner of the book and then you kind of do a little
Yeah.
stick figure as you flip through the book.
I actually I love that idea, but mine were just stick people fighting.
Oh.
It was pretty fun. As a kid growing up, I couldn't draw, and you know, I was like wanted to be creative, so I would just draw like 2 sides of a team battling, and how would they beat each other?
Oh, yeah. It's almost like I've seen online, there's this guy that plays with these types of stick figures. There's a red, yellow, or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And he makes them fight with the cursor.
Oh, that I've seen that like 20 times. It's so cool.
Yeah, something like that. I love that. I think it's fun. And then I think one point I actually saw last week, there was a spider which was considered a quote-unquote virus that was eating everything on the desktop, and the stick figures had to fight the spider. So I'm getting off on a tangent, but I was just thinking, but yeah, it's very interesting what you can do with these now that everything's digital.
Oh yeah, that's really cool though.
Mm-hmm. So you do a class on Photoshop, which I think is very viable. Everybody should do that for one time. So what other things do you do?
For classes or just in general, like with the shop?
For your classes, just to kind of round that up.
Sorry, excuse me. For the shop, we're only going to be offering about 4 to 6 classes, just to make sure everything runs smoothly at first. So right now, our classes are going to be to the minimum around that. What we will be doing, like special events where we have like Mrs. Claus coming and reading to the kids.
Oh, that's nice.
Where it's really cool, and we're going to have like free timed ticket entry where there's like a 10 o'clock and 11 o'clock and a 12 o'clock reading, and like 6 or 7 kids can come to it each time.
That's nice.
And then and in the back of our store, there's actually a bar.
Oh.
Yeah,
well then.
Keep
right?
going.
We're gonna have a full liquor license. So
But the bar's just for chocolate milk, right? So the kids can get chocolate wasted.
Yeah.
Well, while the kids are at story time, mom and dad can be at
So you did get a liquor license too.
Yes, we do. Yeah, we have one. So it's gonna be nice. So we'll do like drinking draws where we can.
Yes, that was my next question for you.
Oh yeah, definitely. We're doing like an ugly sweater party where you have to design your own sweater and wear it at the event.
Oh yes.
So we're gonna try to like just have fun, different things that you don't see everywhere. We want to be unique.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I think it's fantastic.
Sounds great. I'd come join.
Right? Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so much fun.
Absolutely.
Oh, we're also doing drink, draw, and drag.
Oh, jeez.
I
can see where that's gonna go.
Like, the drag queen will MC the night. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun, and it's a different space than a bar because it's a safe space where people that might not have ever seen drag before can come see it.
Sure.
And they don't have to feel intimidated or anything like that.
Sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So okay.
I like it.
Yeah. So I would also like to point out one of the and I don't want to say it's one of the main things, but you do a lot of things that you sell just in the shop in general, like coasters, right?
Oh yeah! Oh my gosh, we have one whole wall of everything I make.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, we have 3 laser cutters at home.
Oh wow!
And yeah, it's like a one-man assembly line. But we have wooden buttons. We have magnets, coasters.
Mm-hmm.
We have over 200 different designs of earrings that I design.
Wow.
So yeah, and we also do like these really cool comic book ceramic coasters.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, I like that,
plushies.
Fancy. Yeah.
Oh, you do plushies?
Oh yeah, I design the plushies. I make my own patterns and everything for them.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So they're really cool. Like if a little guy gives me or girl gives me their drawing, I can make a plushie that looks exactly like their drawing.
Oh, wow, so cute!
That's awesome. I love that. I actually saw that somewhere, but it is so cool that you're doing that. I think that is awesome.
The reason I actually started doing it was I looked online and it's like $300.
Oh my goodness.
I was like, what? I can make that for $50.
Yeah, that's right.
I was like, oh my gosh.
Wow.
That's so cute. I love it.
It's fun, like when you see like your designs go from concept to design to actual product.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you're out like shopping and you see people wearing the stuff you design, I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. We actually went to Universal Studios in Florida, and the lady in front of me was wearing my earrings.
Really? Oh my gosh, that's awesome. That's so cool.
Yeah.
And you're like, I made those.
Yeah, right. And she had no clue who I was. She just found our website and ordered them.
That's so awesome.
It was kind of cool. Like, so you never know where it's going to pop up, but it's always really cool when you see it.
Yeah, definitely.
So I, for one, might need to invest in a couple of these adult dirty coasters. I am looking at your website, and there are 4 that I'm just mesmerized with. One of them is the old-fashioned like corkscrew, like the big handle with the corkscrew. It says "screw it." And then there's another one, you put your mug or your bottle down, bless you, and it leaves a little tiny wet ring, right? You always do that when you're out drinking bar stuff, and it says, make me wet. I love that one. And then there's another one, which is the more modern day corkscrew that has like the little flanges on the side and the little turn to corkscrew, and you kind of pop it up, right? And it says, I pull out.
Oh my gosh.
And then my favorite one here, this is great. So it's a mug with ale in it, and the foam is just going over the top of this giant mug, like something you see at the Hopper House. It says, I like good head. That is amazing. I'm thinking, the Florida boys need to get these.
Oh, for sure. Florida boys would totally eat this up. Yeah.
Gosh, that's amazing.
Totally.
I've been staring at that the entire time that you've been talking, waiting for an opportunity to talk about those.
Did you see the plant? Did you see the plant steaks?
Oh, I mean, yeah. I'm going.
Oh yeah, I saw those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What I like about those products is like I don't really like advertise them. But like when you'll get like the parents that are like going through my wooden coasters and they read them, you'll see them crack the biggest smile and they start laughing. And I honestly, I love it when people come to our booth or our shop and they instantly have that smile on their face. Like, that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
It just makes them laugh. And that's what I wanted. I was like, I made them so it makes you smile and laugh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I even like the unique ones, like the gear. So you have like different sets of gears, or the one that's Cincinnati. It's not a full coaster. It's all been cut out with the word Cincinnati to fit the square. It's so cool.
And we can actually do that with any city name.
Sure.
So we do a lot of custom designs too.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see, like we have the Cincinnati map one,
yep,
where we can actually do anywhere in the world.
Wow. You just
so
plug it into your laser machine and hit go, right?
Yeah. So I use like a map program where I can turn it into an SVG file, and then my laser cutter will engrave it onto the coaster.
That is fantastic.
Wow.
So yeah, it's a lot of fun, and I just like seeing like what I come up with. I'm like, oh, I've used that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Or some of them, if they make me laugh, I'm like, I'm gonna make this just because I like it.
Yeah.
Right.
So one thing I noticed, and we talked about this just before we went the podcast, was the Ouija board. Now it's very unique. There's a lot of detail to it. Do you have coaster size? Now, do you actually do full size Ouija boards?
I can do like 12 by 20.
Okay.
So it's not like the actual. It's a little bit smaller than the regular one you can get like from Hasbro.
Sure.
But this one is solid wood. And
Gotcha.
the funny part is I can go through and like customize it. So it can say like, oh my gosh, I don't know if, like my mom is obsessed with Ouija boards and everything. So I just made her one, and it was just like like it said like Netflix. Like, what are you gonna do tonight? Netflix was one of them. Cook dinner. Like, so we just customize them, make them pretty funny. But when I did make the Ouija boards, there was a funny comment on our Facebook channel. It just said, no.
Oh,
No.
That's all it said. No.
So recently, and this is where, so before this, we talked a little bit about the Ouija board, like I said, and Ro was giving me a bunch of crap because I, with the Florida boys and a couple other friends, we've been playing this game called Phasmophobia. You can get it on Steam right now, right? It is, in my opinion, the scariest game I've ever played in my entire life. It is all the rave out there right now, but you're basically ghost hunters, and you have to use all these EMF readers, thermometer, sound sensors, motion detector, all this stuff, right? And then in some of the houses you go to, you'll find a Ouija board in the house. And you can actually place it in the room where the ghost is, and if it is a ghost that'll interact, you ask it, because your microphone is hot, and it's always talking to the game, right? And
oh, that's cool.
The ghost will actually move it. It'll say, go to no, yes, it'll spell things out if it's one that'll work with it. It is the scariest thing I've ever played in my life. Night terrors! And when I saw it on your website, I'm like, oh my god, flashbacks! Just a little tangent there.
Yeah, right? So how long have you been designing things? Has this been like a work in progress, or just something that started when COVID came and you had the extra time to do it, or have you been doing stuff like this for a long time?
Well, I went to college for it, so I've been designing stuff since high school, and it's been fun. Like I won't lie, some of my designs I have bought on Etsy. Because my motto is work smart, not hard.
Yes.
So some of my friends, we trade files back and forth and give each other permission to sell them. And but overall, it's like someone comes to me with like hey, can you make this? I'm like, give me 10 minutes. And sometimes from 10 minutes, I can go from concept to product. The Ruth Bader Ginsburg stuff I designed. I couldn't keep that on the shelf. It sells out so quick.
Wow.
But it was actually a Christmas gift I gave someone the year before.
Oh wow.
So.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, like for our logo for our website, we designed our own. Actually, we designed our entire website through Wix. But yeah, I have a bachelor's degree of graphic. Sorry, I have an associate's degree of graphic design and a bachelor's degree of fine arts.
Okay.
So yeah, I did magazine layout and placement. But to answer your question, I've been doing it for years.
For very long
very long time.
Sorry, yeah.
Can I point out two more things that I saw from going through your website that I just absolutely love? Okay, first off, the love for the different houses and Harry Potter.
Oh my gosh.
I love it.
I love Harry Potter. It's so much fun. We have Harry Potter. Oh my gosh, we have Harry Potter earrings. Yep. I actually make Harry Potter shadow boxes too.
Oh.
And I have these really cool big screens that I've printed that are 11 by 17, and it's got like all these really cool, intricate Harry Potter designs in it. If that one's not on my website, that's one of my personal collections that I don't sell. But I'll send you a picture so you can see it. It's really cool.
Yeah, that'd be great. Absolutely. And can I also just talk about the majesty that is the Golden Girls and the fact that you have Golden Girl buttons with every single one of them, and that is fantastic.
Yep, I agree. Such a wide variety. Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. Like, I love the Golden Girls. They're so much fun. We've got a lot of requests for ornaments. We cut them out of clear acrylic for people. We've got someone says like, is it Shady Pines Maw? Like where they we get a lot of requests for like different sayings from the Golden Girls. But like even when like Avatar: The Last Airbender was on Netflix.
Yeah.
They're like, have you seen this new show? I'm like, oh, that is not new.
Yeah, no.
But now we design a lot of Avatar stuff as well. So it's trying like stay with the trends, and also like some staples like the Golden Girls or Friends. We're designing like a set of Friends coasters right now. Just like, and a lot of it comes from what people request.
Sure.
Hmm.
Yeah. So here's my question for you. Oh God, I love the White Claw rules all here.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Yeah, people need to visit this website because there's
amazing.
so much here. Yeah, it's great.
Oh yeah, I mean, oh my good, you have dice, a 20-sided dice for Dungeons and Dragons series. I got a bunch of friends that'll love that. Oh my goodness. So I want to kind of change gears here, and we want to know a little bit more. How can people reach out to you? What's the best way for them to do that? How can they get a hold of you guys to be in a class or anything like that?
Okay, cool. Yeah, we so the nice part is all of our social media is the exact same tagline. It's Creative House AD. You can find us on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook with that tagline.
Perfect.
Our website is creativehousead.com. And from there, you'll see when our classes go live, we actually do have a class page, and we'll have a workshop page as well, where you'll be able to print out a pamphlet with all of our classes, or you can request one and we'll mail it to you.
Mm-hmm.
But we also, since I teach all the way out to California, we do private lessons via Zoom as well.
Oh.
So we do, and what I like to do is like we do it month by month. So I'll send them a whole packet of art supplies for the whole month, and then when our lesson is, they can get it out, and they'll already have the supplies they need.
Mm-hmm. That is fantastic.
Yeah.
Actually, I did have a question. You have a creative kit that I noticed that you have there.
Yeah, those are I really like them. We had a lot of people like, hey, Mr. Chad, we really like your videos, but we never have any of the supplies.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay. And this was like, say, like 50 people told me that.
Oh,
and
wow.
it's like, it's one of those from the movie Robots. You see a need, you fill it.
Yeah, I love it. See a need, fill a need.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that's kind of what that's our motto. If like people are requesting it, I'll find a way to make it happen. So, I like to set my students up for success.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So it's my husband and I sat down and I said, you know what? Why don't we just get a kit and make it happen? Like, see what we can do. So every kit comes with a sketchbook that I personally designed for them.
Mm-hmm.
It comes with all the supplies, everything from the scissors, the pencils, the erasers, the glue sticks, the paper, the canvases, anything they need for all those projects is in the creative kit. And those projects are live every Monday, and the kids can log on and watch the videos with me live, or they can log on at their leisure and do them whenever they'd like.
That's wonderful.
That is, yeah.
It's we normally sell about like say anywhere from 6 to 10 a month, but it's one of those things where they're there in case anybody wants them. I don't really like try my hardest to like buy a creative kit.
Yeah.
I just let people know, like, it makes your life a lot easier if you don't want to hunt for supplies.
Yeah. That's wonderful. I love that. I think that's good.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Definitely.
Yeah. So, what's the dream for you guys? Are you living the dream now? You just opened the shop. You're doing that. What is the end game for you?
Well, the shop opens December 1st, so it is not. Right now, I am like, I'm either tired or crying.
Oh, no, at least you're honest, though.
Right. And, I want people to know they see like, oh, we're doing all this stuff here, but we are working our butts off, and it's fun. We have a lot of patience for each other right now because we're working 10 to 12 hour days, and it's, as an artist, I can't tell you how cool it is to be your own boss and make a living doing what you've wanted to always do.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So that is super cool for an artist. Like, wow, people like my stuff and I can actually pay my bills.
Yeah. What better way to live life,
yeah.
Do what you enjoy and get paid for it.
And that's the thing. I don't mind working 15 hours a day because, oh man, I have to draw Pokemon today.
Oh.
It's okay. Like, I'm perfectly fine making jewelry and like relaxing because I'm like, oh, tomorrow I wake up and go to work and work on our shop. And it's almost surreal, but like, especially we didn't think this would happen during COVID. But yeah, we're like, this is the perfect opportunity for us to do it. So yeah, overall, we're super excited because like we're our own boss. And
sure.
I yelled at him and I said, you can't call HR. No.
Oh,
that's great.
That is
I love it.
Awesome. Well, we are rounding up here, getting close towards the almost 50-minute mark. We are just chatty Cathy's here today. I love it. Absolutely love it. But do you have any words of wisdom or anything you'd like to tell the listeners here before we wrap things up tonight?
I will tell you the quote that I have loved since it's the very first thing I remember my husband got me. It's from Walt Disney. It says, if you can dream it, you can do it.
It's a good one.
And that's like, for an artist, don't lose hope. Just keep working and you'll get there with a lot of dedication and passion.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Agreed.
You know, you said something tonight that I really keyed in on because I've been in sales my entire adult life. Worked different places, but something that always sticks to me, and I've heard from, my gosh, every manager I've ever worked with, is work smarter, not harder. And I was just filled with joy when I heard you say that, because having a passion for helping businesses grow as a thing that I enjoy doing, and being more of like a business coach, a life coach, trying to get people to get to their best selves. I loved to hear you say that. So thank you for that.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely. All right. Well, we are going to wrap things up here. We're going to go ahead and post on Facebook some pictures. We're going to have the links to his Facebook page, to any place, the YouTube page, to the website. So if you can go check out some of the things and all the information about where the store is and all that good jazz. And of course, pictures. We'll get some pictures so you can see who this beautiful person is we're talking to tonight. I want to thank you so much for listening to the podcast. If you like the podcast, go ahead and jack that like button right in the nose. Don't forget to tell your friends and family all about the Nab and Rose Show. And as always, this podcast is a wrap.
Till next time, kids.